Hey, it's Mary with the Painted Peach, and today we are on a YouTube hop with Take 5. Today there will be 3 creators joining this YouTube hop, and you can find their links in my description of this video. I would love it if you also would join me here on my channel. If you are not a subscriber, please subscribe and let me know you stopped by, give me a comment, um, let me know how you like my project in the end and all of that. I would love to have you here. All right, so let's get started. Today we are going to be redoing a pitcher, a glass pouring or ceramic pouring pitcher, and we will be putting essential stencil rub-ons on the pitcher. So I will switch over and let you see exactly what we're doing. Okay, so this is the rub-ons that we will be using. They are from Essential Stencil. So they are called Patriotic Florals, and it's a package of 2 12x16 decor transfer sheets. Pairs perfectly with their stencil collection. Today we're going to be using these, though, without a stencil. And I will show you now what we are going to use them on. I'm going to be using this pitcher. You can see it's had some damage to it. I've had it for a while. We're going to try to put the transfer on this and maybe see what else we can do to this pitcher to make it more appealing. Sorry, words are hard right now. Anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing. We don't really have to prep anything unless you want to paint. Make it more dull finish. I would suggest using a primer paint underneath whatever color you want to use. There are all-in-one primer paints that you can use as well. There's so many different paint products out there that you can use on your slick surfaces like this. There's Slick Stick and things like that. Today we're just going to leave this like it is, and then these little chipped areas and stuff, we're going to try to, I don't know, maybe we'll try to vintage it up. We'll see how it goes once we get moving. So I'm just going to use these little, I cut up a car wash sponge just to have somewhere to sit my pitcher so it doesn't roll around on me, and then you guys can see it as well. All right, let me see what I can grab to start doing this. I'm going to open up my package off camera really quick so that you don't hear all that rattling. Okay, so what I did want to show you on the back of your Essential Stencil rub-on transfers, they have directions, and then they have this little video tutorial Scan Me, which I thought was great. You can scan this on your phone and it'll take you to a video tutorial on how to use the transfers themselves. So I just wanted to show you that. I thought that was great for the company to do that. So here is our transfers. They come in a big sheet. So you have a very large one, you have some smaller ones to work with, and then the other sheet has some medium-sized transfers and a little tiny one up here. So we're just going to try to figure out which one we want to use on our pitcher. I'm thinking that I want just florals without a flag on mine. So I'm thinking I want to go with this one. I think it'll cover a good bit of the pitcher. I'm just mainly worried about it being such a curved surface. So we'll see how this goes. This may end up a disaster. That's how we work here on the Painted Peach. We do things together without practicing so that you learn from my mistakes. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my scissors and cut out the piece that I want to use on this side of my pitcher. You get multiple projects out of these, so that's great. So I think it's going to be a good coverage on here. I'm not sure if it's too big. Do you guys think I should go with something littler? I don't know why I'm asking you. You're not here with me. I think I might want to go with something. Let me cut a little one out and let me decide. Let's see, we've got this one down here that doesn't have a flag. Let me look. I think that might be more of what I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm going to go with the smaller one. So let's set those to the side. Now, if you have a painted surface, chalk paint adheres really well. Sometimes there is trouble with transfers, I've noticed, and I've also experienced where it won't come off on certain paints or certain sealers and such. But we are going to just go for it on this slick surface and see how it goes. So what you do is you peel back this layer, and then once you put it down, you are pretty much stuck where you put it. It is ready to go. I want to make it go this way, I think. So we're going to put it right here, and I'm going to start in the middle when I do this. Since it is a curved surface, I want to make sure I have it in a certain place. This is a rub-on tool that you get with your rub-on transfers, and you just take it and rub your transfer down onto your surface. Now, curved surfaces are going to be a little tricky sometimes, and that's okay. Just take your time and try to get it on there as best you can. We're going to turn it a little bit so I can go this way. Just going to go ahead and adhere it down and then rub. I'm starting with the outer leaves up here, and when you see the transfer turning, the backing turning a little bit white, that means it is adhering, and that's what you want to see. And then you want to just start pulling up as you go. You can see that didn't adhere, so I'm going to go over and rub it. And if you see a place that doesn't go down, you can lay it right back down and rub. Now I'm putting a good bit of pressure on there, not too much. If you had a painted surface, of course you wouldn't want to put a whole lot of pressure, especially if it's fresh paint, because you could pull up your paint that you just put down. Alright, so you're just going to rub and pull. Take your time. Don't get in a hurry. Nobody's timing you. You want this to be a nice, crisp, adhering transfer. See a spot I missed here. There's a spot over here that didn't go down. With the curved surfaces, that happens a lot, where you have to kind of lay it back down and get the pieces where they didn't go. This is coming off like a dream, so that is good. If you're here with me today on live, I really appreciate you joining me. This will be an evergreen video, so it will be in YouTube as long as I leave it in there, or as long as YouTube is a thing. So forgive me for not saying hello. I am pre-recorded this video so that I could place it in here live during my segment of this day. And like I said earlier, this is a YouTube hop, so I have other creatives that are joining me today on this hop. We are Take 5, and we have a group over on Facebook. We'd love you to join there too. And if you're not a follower of me, please hit that subscribe button and the bell to get notified when I do go live. All right, we're pulling up this last bit. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I'm actually just going to rub over the whole area to make sure we have it nice and adhered onto our surface. All right, and there is the transfer adhering Goodness me. Anyways, all right, so we've got that on there. What else do we want to do? Let's see if we can add a little bit more to this side. What if, or maybe we'll just turn it into the other side. Let's put one on this side. All right, so this side I'm going to add a flag to. So I'm going to get the one with the bow and the flag. I'll show you in just a second. I'm going to cut it off camera here. All right, so we have this one. It has a cute little bow. I thought that was adorable. This is kind of like an iridescent flower, and then it has the flag, and I think that is perfect fit for this side. So let me get my handy dandy sponge set up to hold this picture in place, and we will get moving on this side. So be real careful where you place it, because that's where it's going to be. And I just slapped it right on there like a silly person. Hopefully that's where I wanted it. And I'm just going to go right down the center and try my best to not mess it up. Now I do have some wrinkles this time, but it's okay. Hopefully it'll still look nice. Whew, I think I might have messed this side up. But it's okay. We like to show what to do if we mess up, right? I think I really messed this one up. I got a little bit in a hurry and tried to get it on there. Yeah. It's okay. This side will look a little rustic. I'm just rubbing. I'm trying to make sure I get a good, okay, you can see here, I'll show you where my lines don't quite meet up on that flag up there. So there's just a little wrinkle. It's not too bad. It may be a little worse on my flowers once I get to them because of the curved surface. But I'm good with rustic. If you're not, you can always try to scrape it off and restart. Up to you. Once you get this done, you will have to seal it on to make it permanent. Since this is a glossy picture, of course, I would use a gloss and make sure that it matches up as good as possible. This would not be permanent on here if we just did not. So see, this one down here is really wrinkly, but we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. My bow may not turn out very well, but we're going with it. I'm very sad I kind of messed this one up, but it is what it is, right? No turning back now. Let's see what we got. Oh, it don't look too bad. It don't look too bad at all. Piece right there I missed. Trying to keep these sponges beside it so it don't bang on the table and irritate you guys. We don't want any crazy noises, right? All right, here is the reveal. Oh, it's not too bad. Not too shabby, I do say, even with the wrinkles. I'm going to rub it over real quick. Make sure it's good and down everywhere, and then I'll show you guys up close. So I really can't even tell where I messed up, except for on that flag, just a little bit, but it just looks like a bit of a rugged flag, right? So here is this side, and there is that side. Now, let me set that over there. let's think about what we want to do. I kind of want to add a little bit of blue to the bumpiness up here. So let me grab something for that. All right, so this is going to be kind of an experiment. I'm going to use some chalk paste. This is Chalkology paste from Chalk Couture in the color Cadet. And I'm going to try to do a little bit of dry brushing on there. Now, when I get done with this, I'm going to be spraying mine with a spray sealer, a glossy spray sealer, so I would be able to, you know, seal this chalk paste in. That chalk paste is not permanent unless you seal it. So I'm just working it up into these bristles so it'll be a dry brush. And I'm just going to take it and go over these white little bumps up here and add a little bit of blue. I'm also going to hit that broken area and try to rub it in a bit. So what are we thinking about that? I think it looks pretty. Maybe go a little darker in the, maybe I don't want to be dry brush. Maybe I want to go a little darker. I'm kind of liking it up there. What do y'all think? Yeah. Tell me in the comments if you like this or if you would have just left it as is. I'm going to come back with a wet towel and brush some of this off, but I kind of want to get it into the crevices of anywhere there's a crack and kind of see how it looks. And if we don't like it, we can wipe it right off because this is not permanent until I seal it. So that's always good. All right, so I'm just going to take my wet wipe and try to get some of that blue from around there. Well, feels permanent. Just kind of wipe. I'm not sure. Not sure I'm digging it too much on the. Here, let's add some water and go over this a bit. Let's see how we like that better. I'm kind of only liking it in the cracked surface area. But I'm going to keep going with it. I'm going to wipe it back. I'm sorry it's banging on the table, you guys. I'm so sorry. And I'm sorry if you hear my AC running in the background. That is a must here in these parts. I live in a very hot state. So if I don't have my AC going, I will be sweating in here and you guys would not probably see me. Alright, so this is what we have. I like it up here in the crack and on the little crack. I'm not sure I like it too much on the other areas, but I am going to keep going with it because I started it now. I did leave a little bit around this part, so I'm going to turn it over and keep going with it like we just did. I'm going to do a little bit lighter layer this time. I think I might want to do like little areas that have a lot. I feel like chipping some more off of it. So like I said, this is just an experimental thing to show you what you could do. If you have any ideas of other ways to make this look vintage and all that, you can let me know in the comments, and that would be a fun thing to share with everybody. right. Whoop, I got a bunch on there. I'll set my brush down while I'm doing this. Another thing you could use is like a dark glaze. I do not have any, but I do want to get some. I've seen a lot of projects with a dark glaze that looks really nice and old and vintage. But I thought the blue would be good with this since it is a patriotic theme. So that was my thoughts on that. Alright, let me get some up here. I think I might just go around this whole top. I'm kind of liking it a lot with the dark instead of the wiped down version. So we're going to pivot a little bit, and that is what we are going to do. Carry it in. I think it makes it look like that old, the old porcelain trays and things that you would find with the blue. I love that. Okay, so we're pivoting, you guys. We are going to go in and get thick with it. Thick with it. So let me take this brush, and we are just going to, I'm just doing a slight tapping sideways motion, if that makes sense. It's the best I can explain it. Just to get this rim as if it was supposed to be made this way. And if you get any that goes over, you can just, oh, sorry, wipe it off. I'll break it before I get done here. Yes, I'm liking this much better than what I started with. So just trust the process and keep trying if you're not liking what you're doing. I think this is going to turn out really nice. And we are going to love it. I'm getting a little thick up here. A little thick. Let's try that again. It's going to get tricky under here. Can't go sideways. Alright, so far I'm loving that. I'm going to do the top one as well. Not sure I need to be going this way. I'm just going to tap now because I feel like I'm getting way too much. So I'm just tapping, doing a tapping motion right on the edge. And I am getting some on these, which I'm fine with. I kind of like that too. Just tap, tap, tap. The tricky part is right under this handle. Got a little messy right there. Let's just take some water down here. Try to clean that up and redo it. So, this may not be for you, but I'm liking it. I'm liking the effect of it. I am going to come down and make some areas a little bit thicker up here, darker. Like there's a broken spot here and there. It's like a little chip. Alright, I'm going to do that right here on my tip of my picture. One up here. Alright, I need to go over this again because it is not dark enough. There are probably other ways to do this. You could take an ink pad and do this. I don't have any blue ink. I only have black and red, and I didn't want to do red, so I wanted this process to be blue, this part of it. Because I really love the old items that have the blue on it. Some of my favorite stuff. So. Alright, so it's looking pretty good. I'm going to go around the bottom rim like that also. I think that will be nice. I've got blue all over me. And it's a pretty dirty bottom here. I should have cleaned that part, but it'll be okay. And if you didn't want these brush strokes to show, you can go over it and with a wet wipe and wipe a clean line. Mine has a little bit of brush stroking going on. I'm fine with it. If you don't like that, you can of course do it differently. You could probably use a makeup sponge or something like that to not have the lines show up. Uh-oh, I got some on the front. Let me get that off. We don't need that happening. just going to clean it up a little bit. And wipe up my mess down here so I don't get it anywhere else. I'm going to give this a good dry because I don't want any of this to come off. I'm just going to use my heat tool here and dry this bottom portion. Looks like some of this up here already came off. Let me fix it. Came off on my arm. Wait, where's my... Here we are. Came off on my arm. So let me fix that. And then we'll dry it again. Clean it from there. I'm messy when I do things, you guys. Don't be me. Don't be me. Good thing I don't like perfection. All right, so this is what we got. I'm going to add some of those little spots like I did up there, down here on the bottom, to give it that broken look. Got some on the handle now too. And then one right here. All right. I think that's good. Let me clean off this handle. I'll get some alcohol and see if that cleans it a little better than the water is. Yes. All right, I don't know if I want any on the handle or not. I don't think I do. I think that we might be pretty good with what we've got. I'm going to take this around and just clean up some of the, I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm cleaning up some of the blue that I got in places I didn't want it. This alcohol works really well to clean off this chalk paste. So there's your tip for the day. If you get chalk paste on something, clean it off with alcohol. Let me get in the inside and then we should be good on the cleaning. Because I don't want any of that still there when I go to seal it, because then it'll be there forever, right? All right. So that is the completed project. I'm going to seal it up and we'll sit it out for the holidays. And truthfully, I'd sit this out anytime. I think it's pretty. I could probably sit this side out during the 4th of July and stuff like that, and then this side for everyday use. I may end up going in and darkening up some of that blue again, but I don't want to keep you guys much longer. I gotta clean that part up for sure. Get some more alcohol on here. Here we go. And then what I would do is I would stick some pretty florals inside of here, especially during the 4th of July season. You could put some pretty red and blue flowers in here, red, white, and blue, and sit it out as a centerpiece. That would be beautiful. I hope that you enjoyed this today. Let me switch my view for you real quick. Okay, so this has been a Take 5 YouTube collaboration. If you would like to join the other ladies, their links are in my description. We'd love for you to join them as well. And make sure if you're not subscribing, hit that subscribe button for me. I would love to have you join me here on YouTube. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Here is the finished piece, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.